They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing as well as repairs. Glass House Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014 and they can get you taken care of.
Agri-America features the largest collection of agricultural podcasts, including popular titles such as...
Hi, this is Rob Sharkey, a fifth-generation farmer from Illinois. If you want to hear stories about agriculture, make sure you tune in to Shark Farmer Podcast today on Agri-America.
Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Head over to Agri-America's podcast directory for the latest episode of the Ag PhD Radio Show.
Visit Agri-America's podcast directory at agriamerica.com/podcasts. agriamerica.com/podcasts.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, TownScreen in Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. We could have some isolated showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a chance of precipitation at 20%. We'll be mostly sunny with a high near 79 and have calm winds. Tonight, we expect some patchy fog after 5 a.m. Skies will be partly cloudy tonight with low around 62 and we'll have calm winds. Tomorrow, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms again during the afternoon. We'll have patchy fog before 8 a.m. Otherwise, we'll be mostly sunny tomorrow with a high near 82 with calm winds. Calm winds will continue on Tuesday night with partly cloudy skies and low around 62. Then we'll be sunny on Wednesday with a high near 85 with a light westerly wind. Wednesday night should be mostly clear with low around 64. Then Thursday we'll have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon with mostly sunny skies and a high near 85. Skies should be partly cloudy Thursday night, low around 63. Then we'll be mostly sunny Friday with a high temperature near 81. Friday night, skies will be mostly clear with low around 63. Then mostly sunny skies in the forecast for Saturday with a high near 83 degrees. Saturday night, skies should be mostly clear with low around 64. And Sunday will be sunny again with a high temperature near 85 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Here in the Midwest, farmers are farming to beat the band, spending long days in tractor cabs and in the direct sun. When it finally comes time for a break, it will more than likely be outdoors. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. I will shout it from the rooftops if given the opportunity. With over 5 million cases diagnosed in this country every year, skin cancer is this nation's most common cancer. I wear black for melanoma awareness. I proudly wear that t-shirt with those words emblazoned across the front in honor of a dear friend of mine who died from this most serious type of skin cancers. Charlie had a mole removed from his back in May of 2010. It was sent to a pathology lab and came back clear. In January of 2012, he noticed there was a growth where the mole had been removed. He went back, had that growth removed and sent to the pathology lab. That specimen revealed the presence of melanoma. He had chemotherapy treatments for several months. In October of 2013, his scans came back cancer-free, but the celebration was short-lived. In January of 2014, the cancer came back with a vengeance, having progressed to stage 4 melanoma. Charlie died 8 months later. I talked about Charlie in this program during Melanoma Awareness Month 5 years ago. At the time, I had 2 farmer friends who were being treated for the disease. Neither survived. Skin cancer, as all cancers are, is a horrible disease. It is also one of the most preventable of all cancers in this country. Skin cancer is the cancer you can see. Check yourself in the mirror and look for anything new, changing, or unusual. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Are you ready to shape the future? Your voice matters. Missouri is crafting its master plan on aging, and we want to hear from you. Visit health.mo.gov/aging to help shape the future for Missouri. Take the statewide needs assessment survey. Your voice counts. Together, we can create a vibrant, inclusive future for all generations. Your input is crucial. Visit the website today and share your thoughts on aging in Missouri. Sponsored by the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hola amigos, this is Cardinals broadcaster Polo Asensio, inviting you to join us on Sunday, July 28th, when the Cardinals host the Washington Nationals. On this day, 25,000 fans ages 16 and older will take home a Cardinals polo. No, not me. A polo shirt featuring an STL all over print design. Thanks to Busey Bank. This is the first promo of its kind, so it's one you don't want to miss. Get your tickets today at cardinals.com/promotion.
A slow start for direct cash cattle business and cash hogs are higher at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade is off to its typically quiet start to the week. Buyers and sellers are busy readying for the upcoming business. Show lists this week are mixed, higher in Texas but lower in Kansas, Nebraska, and Colorado. Bids and asking prices haven't surfaced. Significant trade volumes likely going to hold out until the back half of the week. Deals last week were up mostly $188 live in the South, roughly steady with the previous week's weighted averages. Dress business in the North had a full range of $307 to $318, mostly $310, about steady with the prior week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. Box beef is mixed at midday with light to moderate demand for solid offerings. Choice down 15 cents at $313.68. Select is $1.29 higher at $300.09. In Nebraska last week, heavy 9-weight yearling steers off grass were steady. Heifers off grass were unevenly steady. Both steers and heifers were on a very thin test. Feeder supply included 82% steers. Medium and large one feeder steers, 951 to 966 pounds, brought 251 to 261.50. Feeder steers, 980 pounds, brought $245. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 908 to 911 pounds, brought $234.75 to $240.75. Cash hogs are higher at midday with very light negotiated purchases. Processors have started the week off more aggressive in their procurement efforts and bid up to move needed, albeit small numbers. The industry continues to watch the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights, along with demand, both on the global market and domestically. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct are up $1.51 with a base range of $82 to $85 and a weighted average of $83.84. Prices at the regional direct markets were not reported at midday due to confidentiality. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $66, and pork values are sharply higher at midday, up $2.70 at $104.86. Bellies and hams were both sharply higher. Picnics and butts were also higher. Loins were slightly lower, while ribs were sharply lower. I'm Megan Grebner, Brownfield Ag News.
So I wanted to talk with you and your mom today, Lily, because some people at school have noticed changes going on with you, and we're concerned.
Like what? Who?
Some of your friends, teachers. Sounds like you've lost interest in a lot of things lately. You're hanging with new friends.
So,
individually, maybe those things are no big deal, but taken together, and then the incident the other day, you were with Derek when he was caught selling marijuana.
Yeah, he was selling it.
Honey, we know. But we care about you and want to know what's going on.
That's right. We just want to understand better and see how we might help. And if weed is a part of it, we just want to make sure you understand the negative consequences for someone your age. The physical and mental health effects, the poor decision making, and the confusing legal aspects these days. So what do you say? Can we talk?
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dink County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Gary Lee Feibelman of Salem passed away July 19th at the age of 78 years. Funeral services for Gary Feibelman will be Saturday, July 27th at 12 noon at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary, with visitation on Friday, July 26th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the James Gar Chapel in Salem. And will be at the Boss Cemetery. And memorials are suggested at the Boss Cemetery. Cards available at all James Gar locations, and all arrangements for Gary Lee Feibelman of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be holding a special meeting this evening at 6 o'clock at the Dent County Firehouse for the purpose of discussing insurance policies for the department. The meeting is open to the public. The Salem and Dent County 4-H and FFA livestock auction was held this past Saturday at the Commons that raised an unofficial total of $313,500.37 through animal bids and another $13,200 in ribbon bids for a total of $326,700.37. This figure also includes resales. Auctioneers Roger Schaefer and Brady Hagler auctioned off 3 pens of market chickens for $1,246.50, 8 pens of market rabbits for $1,721.02, 8 cured meats brought in $2,848.65, 19 market goats sold for $15,396.20, 15 market lambs fetched $16,261.25, 56 market hog sales raised $105,020.50, and the 37 market steers raised $171,006.25. The top 10 buyers at the auction this year were the Bank of Salem, Kurtz Mobile Homes, County Fuels, Interstate Regional Stockyards, Philmart, Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Willie Strader Agent, Rushing Construction, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and Steelman Abstract and Title Company. The Salem FFA chapter and the Dent County 4-H clubs thank everyone who attended the auction this year for their generosity and support. The Salem-Arty School District held its regular board meeting Thursday. Shortly after the meeting began, it was noted by Superintendent Dr. Nathan Wills that the district plans to begin live streaming their regular board meetings in August. The board then moved to the superintendent's report headed by Dr. Wills. He stated he has started to receive scores from last year's school year's Missouri Assessment Program, also referred to as MAP, and the end of course exam, which is referred to as EOC, and they look promising. The materials for the greenhouse have been delivered, and construction is anticipated to proceed as scheduled, with the building to be completed by mid to late August. The building principals then gave several updates on how they are getting ready for the start of a new year. The new Tiger training will be held on August 13th and 14th. The first day will be a walkthrough on what to expect on the first day of school, and the second day will be a rundown of how to use the various technologies provided by the school. The middle school is planning to implement policy changes regarding students' personal devices. These policy changes will be announced via the Salem-Arty Facebook page in the coming weeks. The district has implemented online registration this year for returning students through Infinite Campus that began Monday, July 8th and ended Sunday, July 21st. Online registration for new students is now going on through the parent portal. Walk-in registration for new students will be held on Friday, August 2nd from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the high school library. If you have any questions about registration, contact online Kara, K-A-R-A .Constance, C-O-N-S-T-A-N-C-E at salemr80.org. That's Kara.Constance at salemr80.org. Or check out the Salem-Arty Facebook page for more information. In new business, the bids for roof repairs were compared by the board, and in a 6-0 unanimous vote, the board chose the bid from SR Constructors. The board unanimously approved the 2024-2025 meal prices and also approved the bid to provide fiber to the 10 Gym with Advanced Telephone LLC by a 6-0 vote. A motion was made to consider the Progressive Ozark Bank Season Pass debit card, which the board passed in a 6-0 vote. The board set the tax rate hearing before the regular meeting on August 15th at 5:15 to be followed by the regular board meeting. The board then went into closed session where they unanimously approved the salaries of Mary Hinkle and Brian Andrews and extending the contract of Carmen Vaughn by 5 days. Also in closed session, the board made a motion to approve Tammy Herpich as a teacher pending a background check. Hiring John Smith, approved Brandon Schlamer as a middle school football volunteer, and Lonnie Lee as the assistant track coach. Dr. Wills also notified the board of internal moves of upper elementary school registered nurse Jody Parker, aide Christy Smith at William Lynch Elementary, and bus driver Terry Nash. The board also discussed real estate issues before ending closed session and adjourning the meeting. An accident occurred in Dent County at 5:50 Friday evening on Highway 32, about a mile west of Route MM. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2007 Chevy Silverado 1500 driven eastbound by 25-year-old Brandon Clark of Viburnum was traveling too fast for a curb and went off the right side of the roadway and overturned. Clark suffered minor injuries and was evaluated at the scene by the Salem ambulance crew. The Chevy Silverado was totaled and removed from the scene by Blackie's Towing. Clark was not wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. City of Salem wants to bring to the attention of Salem residents that they will be conducting smoke testing on the main sewer trunk line all week, starting today. This testing, done in partnership with the Missouri Rural Water Association, will cover an arc from the southern part of town to the wastewater treatment plant on the north along Salem's eastern edge. If you see smoke coming from sewer drains around your property, don't be alarmed. This is part of the test and doesn't indicate a fire or danger. The smoke is used and the procedure is non-toxic. The city aims to identify any leaks or improper connections in the sewer system through this process. If you'd like more information, call the Salem Public Works Department at 573-729-4811, extension 110. The Denton County Health Center will host a town hall meeting on lead poisoning at the Salem Community Center at the Armory on Thursday, August 1st at 5:30. The event aims to educate residents about lead exposure risk and prevention, particularly for children. Health officials stress that any amount of lead is toxic in a child's blood with irreversible effects. They recommend annual testing for children ages 1 to 3, noting that Missouri has above-average blood lead levels nationally and is the country's top lead-producing state. The meeting will cover lead exposure, sources, health impacts, and ways to reduce risk. Topics include proper protective equipment use and hygiene practices for adults who may inadvertently bring lead home from work. The event is open to the public and limited to 50 participants due to space constraints. Light refreshments will be provided and free lead testing will be available. For information or to register, visit bit.ly/DCHCLEAD or call 573-729-3106. The Harry S. Truman Memorial Veterans Hospital and the Columbia Vet Center are teaming up to provide area veterans with services that include VA health care enrollment for those who are eligible, as well as counseling for post-traumatic stress disorder and military sexual trauma. Through use of the Mobile Vet Center, also referred to as the MVC, which is a 37-foot-long mobile resource center, bereavement, marriage, and family counseling are also available. Additional resources for veterans through the MVC include VA benefits information and suicide prevention referrals. The services will be provided on Tuesday, July 30th from 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon at the Walmart Supercenter at 500 South Bishop Avenue in Rolla. The customized VMC vehicle is equipped with confidential counseling space to extend access to VA services for veterans, service members, and their families, especially those living in rural or remote communities. The MVC also provides readjustment counseling and information resources to assist veterans in the difficult transition between military and civilian life. For more information, call 573-814-6206. That's been a look at local news and is brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan or can't afford to go away to college? Or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Every day Joe Biden's in the White House, the crisis at our southern border gets worse. On Biden and Kamala's watch, more than 7 million illegal immigrants have invaded our country. Biden promised amnesty to illegal aliens, and now he's spending our tax dollars to house them in fancy hotel rooms. Joe Biden's border crisis is straining our schools, stressing our hospitals, and putting more burdens on hard-working Missouri taxpayers. Enough is enough. Conservative Republican Lincoln Huff is running for lieutenant governor to fight back. Lincoln Huff will work with ICE to deport criminal illegal aliens. Huff will continue to crack down on sanctuary cities that refuse to enforce our immigration laws. And Lincoln Huff will fight to build the border wall and protect Missouri taxpayers and families. Lincoln Huff knows that a country without strong borders isn't a country anymore. Huff is tough on illegal immigration. Paid for by Lincoln PAC, Thomas Dale Replogle, Treasurer.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life, providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
For all your tire needs, make sure you see the professionals at Hubs Tire Center in Salem. They have a wide selection of competitively priced consumer tires, commercial tires, farm tires, and industrial tires. They feature the industry's best tire brands, including Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. You can also visit their Napa Auto Care Center to accurately diagnose vehicle issues the very first time. Hubs Tire Center. Stop in 801 South Main Street in Salem or call 729-5800 for more information.
Joe Biden and the radical left opened our borders. They sent border wall materials to the scrapyard and let in more than 7 million illegal immigrants. Why? They think they're importing future Democrat voters, changing our elections forever. Mary Elizabeth Coleman is fighting back. She's a conservative mom on a mission, running for Secretary of State to save the integrity of our elections. Here's Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
There are 77,000 illegals in Missouri. This isn't just an invasion, it's an occupation. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I'm running for Secretary of State to save the sanctity of your vote and mine. I'll fight election fraud and ballot harvesting, and I will never let illegal immigrants dilute your vote. And I will stand up to the woke radicals who want to censor our speech, persecute people of faith, and repeal our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Friends of Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals played a 3-game series versus the Braves in Atlanta. First, with a doubleheader on Friday. In Game 1, they would lose by a single run, 3-2. Then in the second game, the Redbirds would have no trouble with the Braves, leading for nearly the entire game and winning with a final score of 9-5. Then yesterday, the Cards would secure the series by 2-1. with a 6-2 victory. Cards now own a winning record both home and away. They'll play the Pirates today at 5:40, which you can hear on KSMO 1340 AM or 95.7 FM. Kansas City Royals took their home diamond after the All-Star break and faced the White Sox. They'd have no trouble putting down the Sox, notching up 3 victories, 7-1, 6-1, and 4-1 to sweep the series. The Royals will play the Diamondbacks tomorrow night at 7:10. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you by KSMO Radio. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Royals come back from the All-Star break and they sweep the White Sox, a 4-1 win on Sunday. Hunter Renfroe, Mikel Garcia, and Darren Blanco with RBI singles in the 8th to break a 1-1 tie, and Seth Lugo threw 103 pitches. He goes the full 9 innings for his first career complete game.
Well, for me, my mindset of over my career, I've always said I want to play every inning in the game, so finally got to do that today. And that's kind of what I've been saying for years, and actually did it.
The Royals are 55-45. They jump ahead of Boston for the 3rd wild card spot, and the Royals host the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight. The Cardinals took 2 out of 3 from the Braves with a 6-2 win. Home runs from Paul Goldschmidt, Alec Burleson, Lars Nootbaar, and Wilson Contreras support Miles Michaelis, who went 6 innings and gets the win.
Anytime you see those bats come out, the big swings kind of get you fired up. Gets the whole dugout fired up.
The Cardinals holding that 2nd wild card spot, 52-47. They play in Pittsburgh tonight. The Chiefs had their first full workout in St. Joe yesterday morning.
Some new stuff for the rookies, and they were able to handle what they had learned last week and coming in earlier in the week and then today. So I'm happy for that.
Head coach Andy Reid happy with the start. A lot of attention on the wide receivers this year, and when asked about first-round draft pick Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, he's been working hard. Looks like his hamstring feels better. We're just one install into it. They've got 12 of them, so he's got a lot more information coming at him, formations and shifts and motions and all that stuff. So, he did a nice job today.
Safety Justin Reed placed on the active non-football injury list due to a quad injury. MLS, Sporting KC tied St. Louis Iowa City 1-1 on Saturday. Kyle Larson, with a late surge over the final 20 laps, won the Brickyard 400, coming out from 7th place to win. Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, and Bubba Wallace round out the top 5. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Joe Biden and the radical left opened our borders. They sent border wall materials to the scrapyard and let in more than 7 million illegal immigrants. Why? They think they're importing future Democrat voters, changing our elections forever. Mary Elizabeth Coleman is fighting back. She's a conservative mom on a mission, running for Secretary of State to save the integrity of our elections. Here's Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
There are 77,000 illegals in Missouri. This isn't just an invasion, it's an occupation. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I'm running for Secretary of State to save the sanctity of your vote and mine. I'll fight election fraud and ballot harvesting, and I will never let illegal immigrants dilute your vote. And I will stand up to the woke radicals who want to censor our speech, persecute people of faith, and repeal our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Friends of Mary Elizabeth Coleman. Joe Biden and the radical left opened our borders. They sent border wall materials to the scrapyard and let in more than 7 million illegal immigrants. Why? They think they're importing future Democrat voters, changing our elections forever. Mary Elizabeth Coleman is fighting back. She's a conservative mom on a mission, running for Secretary of State to save the integrity of our elections. Here's Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
There are 77,000 illegals in Missouri. This isn't just an invasion, it's an occupation. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I'm running for Secretary of State to save the sanctity of your vote and mine. I'll fight election fraud and ballot harvesting, and I will never let illegal immigrants dilute your vote. And I will stand up to the woke radicals who want to censor our speech, persecute people of faith, and repeal our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Friends of Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
St. Louis is all about sports, and now is your chance to take home a one-of-a-kind Cardinals jersey. On Saturday, July 27th, the Birds on the Bat host the Washington Nationals, and that night, 25,000 fans ages 16 and older will receive a Cardinals basketball jersey presented by Air National Guard. Don't miss your chance to add this unique jersey to your collection. That's the Cardinals basketball jersey, Saturday, July 27th. Get your tickets today at cardinals.com/promotions.
Looking to grade and then pave a project on your property? Don't look at trying to coordinate multiple contractors to get the job done. Let Titan Paving and Drainage handle all phases of the project from design to installation, using the latest in technology and equipment to provide you with the driveway or the parking area you desire in the most cost-effective way. Call Don Mutz of Titan Paving and Drainage at 453-6462 or 453-6379 and let him explain to you how to get the job done right.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
It is now time for a look at statewide news. I'm on the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO. After the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be along with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained TownScreen in Salem. Need your windshield replaced or have a chip in that windshield? Call Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 729-3900 and let Tim set up an appointment for you and get this taken care of. Or if you've had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle, Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care can handle all your auto body needs. Take your vehicle to Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem, across from Walmart, locally owned by Tim and Wendy Smith, Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care.
Missouri Net News. I'm Dale Forbes. President Joe Biden officially dropping out of the race for president. That sends ripples through the political landscape. Senate Democratic leader Doug Beck of Afton salutes the president for his service to the country by praising his accomplishments,
including record employment, the strongest post-pandemic economic rebound of any developed country, passing historic legislation to combat climate change, bringing manufacturing jobs back to American soil, capping the cost of insulin, supporting workers' right to join a union, and so much more.
Governor Mike Parson leads a trade mission to the United Kingdom and Belgium to try to boost Missouri business there. The group left today. In a news release from Parson's office, it says that the UK and Belgium invested more than $637 million in exports last year. This is Missouri Net.
Feeling overwhelmed? Call, text,